people are still in shock. You know, there's still some sadness and tears coming around the school.
A mid-Missouri town is in mourning after the death of a Marine.
The Columbia Fire Department honors a fallen firefighter.
And why a Moberly trailer company is cutting its workforce in half. KOMU 8 News at 6 starts now. Town of Vienna is remembering a fallen Marine. Good evening, I'm Brittany Pieper.
And I'm James Packer. KOMU 8's Alex Farkas spent the day in Vienna and joins us to talk about a town in mourning. Alex?
19-year-old Lance Corporal Dominic Schraff was found dead at Camp Pendleton in California with a gunshot wound to the head. Schraff joined the Marine Corps in August of 2014 and served as a field radio operator. While the Marine Corps is currently investigating the situation, the town of Vienna have lowered their flags to half-staff to honor the teen. All the town can do now is honor Schraff and wait until the investigation has been concluded.
Because we're such a small town, the news travels fast. The uncertainty of details makes people, you know, even more kind of have anxiety about, you know, what happened.
The Marys County Sheriff's Department will be handing out yellow ribbons beginning on Friday. They are urging local businesses and residents to put them on the buildings and their mailboxes to honor Schraff.
5 Columbia firefighters are back home this evening after honoring Lieutenant Bruce Britt at the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial Weekend in Maryland. Britt died last year while working at the University Village Apartments when a walkway collapsed. Britt is one of 83 firefighters added to the memorial this year. One of Britt's colleagues, Columbia firefighter Jennifer Camp, was the Britt family escort for the weekend. She says she was just proud to honor her friend.
We're very blessed in that we have had very, very few line-of-duty deaths. This is the first one we've had in my career. And anytime you lose a fellow brother or sister in the line of duty, we do the best we can to pay our respects.
Camp says it was a long and emotional weekend, and remembering her friend never gets easier.
A Moberly industry is pulling the plug on almost half its workforce. KOMU 8's Kaylee Peterson's here to tell us the reason for the cuts.
Wilson's trailer company announced Monday it's laying off 45% of its workers. Wilson said in a statement today, quote, "It was our hope that reductions in personnel could be avoided, but due to a decrease in flatbed trailer sales and the general economy's sluggishness, it has become necessary to reduce our workforce by approximately 42 personnel effective October 26, 2015. The employees were notified of the layoff on Monday. Moberly officials say the business cycle is to blame.
Business is cyclical. Sometimes things are growing and sometimes things are contracting, and it happens at different times with different companies. So in this particular case, Moberly and the region around us in central Missouri still remain a good opportunity for companies that are looking to grow and expand their business opportunities.
The city of Moberly is hosting a job fair next Wednesday. 25 companies looking for similar skills that Wilson's requires will be represented at the event.
This week is Fire Prevention Week. It's a time firefighters take to give back to the community, but this year it's the firefighters' turn to receive some good fortune. The Columbia Fire Department was given $15,000 in technical rescue equipment. Technical rescues require some specific training for things like a person trapped underground, in a steep embankment, or caught in a trench. Assistant Fire Chief Brad Frazier says the department is excited about the gift. Now, the money for the donation comes from the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation.
A woman drove her car into a Jefferson City building earlier today. The woman put her car in drive instead of reverse while leaving the Jefferson City Medical Group building. No one was hurt, but the crash did leave a hole in the base of the building's wall. The cost of the damage is unknown.
A Florissant pastor is accused of taking more than $20,000 in church funds. 30-year-old Ralph Sawyer is charged with stealing the funds from Lindsay Lane Missionary Baptist Church. Sawyer allegedly used the money to bribe his mistress to stay silent about their relationship. He turned himself into police last month and has since been released. It's unclear if he has an attorney. Another Missouri pastor sentenced to 7 years in prison wants to repeal his guilty plea. Jim Staley filed a motion challenging the constitutionality of federal laws under which he was prosecuted. Staley admitted to taking $3.3 million from at least 18 mostly elderly investors. He's asking for a November trial. He also wants U.S. Attorney General Loretta Lynch to testify about whether or not the laws applied to his case are accurate.
Korean author Meja Ree Devine had a lecture today about comfort women on MU's campus. Comfort women are women who were captured and coerced by the Japanese government during World War II to provide sexual favors and services. Devine talked about her latest work in progress, Journals of Comfort Women, which tells the stories of women affected by the sex slave period. The director of global leadership in the Asian Scholar program said it's important for students to understand this period of history.
I am hoping this kind of talk and also eventually my books when they come out will do is somehow contribute to the conflict resolution.
Devine said comfort women and their historical significance still cause diplomatic unrest between Japan and Korea, but she said she hopes to see comfort women get some sort of compensation before they die. Another warm day out there. Kenton is here to tell you what the weather will look like for homecoming weekend.
Brittany, thank you very much. Another cloudy day for sure, but we did see temperatures very nice out there, and we also had some peaks of sunshine throughout the day as well. Temperatures right now about 72 in Columbia, 73 at Jeff City, 75 at Moberly and Boonville, 74 at Versailles, and Lake of the Ozarks, Jerson at 75 as well. Hour by hour this evening, 65 by 9 p.m. A lot of clouds tonight and even tomorrow as well, but we will still see that peak of sunshine throughout the day tomorrow on Thursday. But otherwise, high temperatures in the 80s tomorrow. It's going to be a warm next 8 days for us. We have a brief cool down and some rain chances to talk about, plus that homecoming forecast. I'll tell you all about it after the break.
A new bill is affecting the transportation of agriculture. Why the changes have some farmers worried.
And the Missouri Tigers face a tough challenge in Saturday's homecoming game. More about their opponent later in sports.
Never be surprised.